Here's Milosevic. He says if Villa can win this one, they can go on and lift the cup. He's got through somehow. Now, who's on for him? It was Grayson. Slight deflection. I think it might have been going wide anyway.
Yes, it was, but Savo looked a little bit livelier then, and ends up with a shot by Grayson, coming away from his defensive duties for the first time. The game is exactly as we expected, Jonathan. There's no great frenzy about the game. There seems to be no great hurry about the game. It'll be cat and mouse until that all-important first goal is scored.
Draper misses it in the air. And that should be Bosnich, although Lakatush emerges. Bosnich, so important, his stretching exercises in the build-up to a game. He often comes out at half-time to keep his muscles supple. This is Rakita. Valerio Rakita started off with the Ploesti club in the oil field region of Romania. They haven't done that too well.
There's been no great threat at all up to now from Steaua Bucharest. I mean, you have to say equally there's been no great threat from Villa yet, but Brian Little did predict it would start this way, and up to now I'm sure that he's quite happy with things.
Well, he lost away from home twice all season, Steaua Bucharest. None at home in the domestic league, but they lost against Paris Saint-Germain in the European Champions League pre-qualifying second leg 5-0. And away at Bastia 3-2 in the last round of the UEFA Cup. Here's Milosevic. Draper looks for Collymore. Mate away. Muntiano almost gave it back to Draper. And Mew will help him out. Lakatush could head on. Chokoya racing with Ehiok. Ehiok, who admits that his form suffered about a month ago, and that Bilbao time does well.
There's very few going to run away from Big Ekiog there, and you could see that he's a great athlete and quite comfortable in the position at all.
Centre-back talent we have coming through in the country. Rio Ferdinand, Sol Campbell, Michael Dewberry, Hugo Ekiog. I wonder if this man will be in France. Southgate, I hope so. White.
I would think that Gareth Southgate's already on Glenn Hoddle's list of probables, to be honest with you.
Harry Charles. That's a left foot ball by him. Neatly played. Milosevic. From the fans, you can hear mainly at the Holt end. They wouldn't have seen it clearly.
Well, that's infuriating for forwards. They're pushing and pulling.
Staunton. Taylor was spun as he turned. Rakita, the man who gives away a dangerous free kick here.
Well, it looked a little bit dramatic, and there was probably a bigger case for a foul seconds earlier when Savo Milosevic was twisting the turn. Nevertheless, a dangerous position in a good area for Villa.
I wonder if the referee decided the scales of justice had to be balanced there for the original offence. Milosevic, or Draper, or Staunton have a go at that three-man wall. Rakita is in there.
I'm sure this will come flying another goal no matter whatever.
Staunton, good bend on it, hit the bar! Just flicked the bar through. Steve Staunton for Aston Villa.
Oh, it's a brilliant strike. Certainly one of the best free kicks we've seen for a while, and deserved a goal. Almost on a par with Beckham's last week.
Just flicked the top of the bar on the way through. Looking for his second goal of the season, Steve Staunton.
I think that'll be a big thing tonight. Set plays, corners, free kicks, because traditionally the foreign sides don't handle things very well there. But a great effort from Stan Staunton.
Mistake by him though. Presents a header now to Chokoya. And Mew. Well, he gets forward. Billy Mew, and now takes on Charles and does well. Poor cross at the end of it. By the youngster, only 21 years of age. World Cup hopeful. Regular this season. Crowd will have to remain patient. One 1-0 will do for Villa. The only scoreline that will take us to extra time would be 2-1 to Aston Villa. That's the only scoreline that would take us to penalties at the end of 120 minutes. Collymore. Good work by Taylor again to feed him. Good run by Collymore. This is what he does best. Brilliant snag, Collymore! Grayson was calling for it to be pulled back.
Well, that's brilliant from Big Stan. The only thing There's players waiting for a fullback, and you can see Dad stands desperate for his goal. A brilliant run, but maybe he should have squared it, Jonathan.
Another free kick given away. Stan Collymore on fire. Doesn't he love to roll in from that left-hand side?
He does all his best work from wide positions, ending up in either a shot or a cross. And here you see the pace and the power. But look at a little pullback there for Simon Grayson. Could have been the first goal for Villa.
The fans respond and call the name of Stanley Collymore, and it's Aston Villa with a free kick. In by Draper. And that's a foul on the goalkeeper. That's an important lesson learned by Aston Villa then, that the referee, Ben Heinemann, won't allow any sort of physical.
Ekiog just jumped in towards the goalkeeper, and it's nothing too physical, but as we've come to expect in Europe, any challenge at all on the goalkeeper will be a foul.
Aston Villa at home, 23 games played in Europe, 16 victories. Last time they reached the quarter-final of a European competition, Juventus beat them in the last 8 stage, here 2-1. Pressurising,
well, a strange situation here, Jonathan, where both sides will be actually pleased with their start. Steaua Bucharest have been under no great pressure apart from the one free kick and a run, and at the other end Aston Villa also will know that, you know, things are nice and tight. There's not been too much danger on the counter.
Taylor's flick, blocked by Militaro. Played further left in the first game. That's a good ball. Again, Collymore. Matai tucked up behind him. This time he couldn't get any support. Lakatouche. Rotario. Snaffled up by Draper. Chikoyu battles for it. Rotario looks for Lakatouche. Staunton away. Collymore coming back to challenge for that one. That's something that's been missing from the European campaign, really. Forwards prepared to defend from the front. But if he can turn his form around and get back to the sort of football that brought him his England recognition, then Stan Collymore will be good value for the money spent. 2 goals in 17 games though. Leave a big question mark still. He's playing superbly tonight. Here's Milosevic. Good run by Taylor, took the defender away, opened the gap to Charles. Mew's there with him. Draper, good call. Charles will look for the return. Should be Rakita's. He didn't come for it. There's Collymore!
Great football and a great effort on the stern from Big Stan. Just didn't quite get over the ball, but again Draper getting a good cross in and Stan drifting away from his man, and a terrific volley. The kind that we've seen him put away when he's on his best form. But he's certainly looking a lot sharper than we've seen in this campaign to date.
Rakita waited for the cross to come in. Should he have closed tighter there on Draper?
Well, maybe he should. You know, the source of danger from crosses, you must stop crosses coming in, but you can't always do that.
Staunton, oh, that's Chikoyu in there. It was a mistake by Staunton. Ekiog tucked up with him. And the Irish international redeems his error. An away goal for Steaua at this time would be deadly. Militaro. Mew. Away.
The most dangerous moment he get for Villa. And I think it was a little bit wind assisted. The ball's bounced through there and caught Pegekiog, but he stood firm and in the end won the ball and taken it away.
You always guarantee goals when Steaua play. 96 this season in 27 matches in all competitions, for and against. That's what, about 3 every game. Minutes gone then. So he might have shown a little bit too much of it there, Southgate. Certainly didn't help Charles out any. Mew. Taylor fouls him. Seeing Taylor all over though, isn't it, Joe? I mean, he's so full of zest and vigour and hunger for Aston Villa.
Yeah, it's a tireless worker, an unsung hero really, who gets up and down, scores the odd goal for Villa, and generally is the engine in the engine room.
Only cost £1 million, Ian Taylor, December of '94 from Sheffield Wednesday. Wasn't there long, was it, Hillsborough?
No, he wasn't, and the way you talk about £1 million, Jonathan, as if it's loose change.
Mate, Collymore fouled it.
He certainly made the best of the occasion. I thought it was a foul, but slightly over-dramatic dive, as we have seen in this campaign, the foreigners are capable of.
Good header away by Staunton, yardage, but it drops to Regenkamp. Rakatush. Stour playing some cool football here. You can hear the derisory boos from the Villa supporters. Right. Ooh. And that's good pressure by Stour, good possession football, and the error conceded.
First real moment of danger. Number of good passes there with Lakatush highly involved, and then a dangerous cross.
This came in from Otalio. This is their first corner of the night. See the man on right. Saw the danger. Bit him with a challenge. Harry Charles has time. Milosevic couldn't get across. Sheik was there. Tiberio Sheik. Stunning influence on the side. So is this man. Not the best of throws. Placed at the stretch. Ill-advised. Nakatush. Good challenge on him by Ekyog, and Taylor in again on New again. Here's Militaro. Regenkamp wide. Lakatush comes short to him. Rides the challenge. Regenkamp outside him. With a second chance. That's a corner kick.
Certainly the pace of the game picking up a little bit in the last couple of minutes. And Stoibucker starting to show their teeth a little bit now.
Winners of the European Cup in 1986 against Barcelona, 2-0 on penalties. Lakatush scored that day. And then the runners up to Milan in '89. Rakita forward. Got a couple of goals this season from set pieces. Collymore short. Good leap by Stan Collymore.
Well, again, the confidence thing. Big Stan chasing just a long ball, a long punt up the pitch, and winning favour from the crowd really for just hard work.
Now Draper. Collymore flags up. Take your pick really. Could have been Taylor, could have been Collymore, could have been Milosevic, all left in there as the Stour Blues advance.
And yet there was a great situation. Had Draper seen Alan Wright clear on the left there, but they could have got behind and got a good crossing.
Keep it in play. Maybe the wind, maybe the camber of the pitch, maybe the greasy top service took it away. Savo Milosevic creating goals in this competition. One for Dwight York in Bucharest. He set up Ian Taylor, didn't he, here against Bilbao?
Certainly Villa need a little bit more width. You know, there hasn't been enough crosses in. When you think of Draper's cross for Collymore's chance, and again Big Stan running from wide areas, they have to get the ball a little bit wide. It's all too congested at the moment.
This is Lakatush. At the stage of his career, this man chasing down Muntiano. Will he be the next Georgie Hadji? Stour having to rebuild, by the way. They lost Sabinilli and other players like Prodan and Dobosh over the last year or so. Van Stellier, the national #1 goalkeeper, went as well. That's a good challenge by Taylor. Really meant it. Here's Trade Brawler.